Hello everyone, this is Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I pretty much used most of my paperweight, copy paperweight scraps, and I'm left with a lot of cardstock scraps. And they're not really good for collages because they're too stiff, they're too thick. So what I did was, and this was the page that I had cut apart, and I think I only used a section of it. So what I did was I cut it up using my stamps. I made postcards, little things that we can tuck in, because when we're working on a journal, we need a lot of things that we can put in little spaces and what all. And what's cuter than a postcard? And I love the background on that. So I still have a few of these left. And then I have all these cardstock. All this cardstock. And while I do like that side is blank. So what are we going to do with it? This is where we pull out our stamps. And that's, like I showed you the postcards. And we have stamps. We all have stamps. And stamps, you can get them. Tim Holtz has his. Everybody has their own brands of stamps. I've gotten mine. Yes, I have some Tim Holtz stamps. I have. Oh, what don't I have? In fact, I had so many at one time that a crafter friend of mine, when her house burnt down, I sent her a huge box of wooden stamps because I don't use wooden stamps no more. And when you're going from a 13 by 15 bedroom with a walk-in closet, downsizing it to a 6 by 8 space, you have to get what will fit in tiny areas. And cling stamps do that. Like these, the ones I use with a postcard. This was a Globeland stamp. I have the Stampers Anonymous. This is another is it Globaland or Globeland? Globaland. Make sure I say that right. And I love their stamps. Yeah, they're good quality stamps. You can get them some of the places other than our usual. Joann's here, my Joann's here has hardly nothing with paper crafting, unless it's Cricut. Hobby Lobby, Michael's. You go in there and you're going to pay almost through the nose for some of these. Yes, I have bought from Wish.com. I bought from Temu. And I've stopped buying from them just because I can find things comparable price of what I want at journalsay.com and Globaland. Excuse me. Oh, we had that big storm that came through here. It's supposed to have been like a tropical depression or tropical cyclone, whatever. And it has stirred up everything. So that's really nice. I like the black flowers. But on the other side, I was thinking, let's go with a stamp. Instead of trying to collage it or whatever, stamp it. Now, one thing I have found, my stamping block is not as big as the stamp. It hangs over the edge. So when that happens, we resort to basic ingenuity. What would we do if we didn't have stamping blocks for these? We'd simply ink them up and lay them down. And that's what I'm going to try to do here. Just be careful that when I lay it down, yes, I got it crooked, but it doesn't matter. it does not matter. I'm going to give it a section. Try to press it down everywhere so that I got a good contact. I wonder if I have a brayer. I would not go this way because it may upset. Oh, not too bad. I did get it was a little weird, and yet it looked like I did get a double stamp, but it's still, I'm going to use it. Now, with your stamps, I know I have said this many times, clean your stamps, and the archival ink is a permanent waterproof ink, so it may not come off readily. In fact, let me move this over so you can see. But I am getting a lot of the excess ink off. Your pad will be, stained some, but, not everything is going to stay perfect. So, that's about as much as going to come off of that one. And this, I'm going to stick those two back together because I don't know where the cover is for those. Oh well, on to the next one. I pulled out quite a few of my stamps to play with. I think I've got these at Global Land. I think this is where most of these came from. And the butterflies. And we have tickets, and I don't know what I did with my covers. Oh well, at least the acetate is still on it. That's the main thing. And then the big one here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of these are Global Land, if not Journal Say. That I know is Global Land because that's their packaging. So I pulled these out to play with, and oh, I pulled that one out too. Somebody was eating sunflower seeds. Not me. I don't eat sunflower seeds. I think that was my grandson. But this one here, I don't know what happened to the cover to it, but this is what fits into this package here. So I've got all of these to play with. I'm going to move a bunch of these over, and we'll just get to work. Because I've got quite a few. Ooh, I even found some. These are light paper candy bags. Love these things. Let's see, do we have something that will fit, big enough to fit on there? Let's see this big one here. I'm not sure I want to do those. I think I'm going to stick with the mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Peel off the first one I get to. I'm not picky. Get it on my stamp. Let's do this one here is coffee. Those of you that have caught my videos that I've done first thing in the morning know that I've got my coffee here. Give it a good press, because these don't wiggle. I just press, press, press. Voila! Look how pretty. So now I've got a little bag that's decorated. There's that one. Do I have something that... And yes, you can intermix, different styles, different whatever in your journals. You don't have to stick with just certain types of stamps, like all mushroom stamps, or you can add to the mushrooms, you can do butterflies, you can do words, leaves, anything you have, because it is your work. Now that one didn't come through too much in the middle, but it's usable. So I got that one. Let me pull out. Wait a minute. I know what I've got. See, yeah, this is still damp. This is my stamp cleaning book. Actually, it goes this way. I have, these are the trim pads, the paint trim pads you can get like at Home Depot and Lowe's. And I've got one, this is the wet one. This is just an old CD case. I cut out everything but left the little clips so that it would hold, you know, the little things. And I do have some cleaner on this. And my stamp pad cleaner I make myself to a quart jar or container or sprayer, whatever you want. Add distilled water almost to the top, but not quite. See, one's wet, this one's dry, so this one will get in the little creases. And there, because it was archival ink and it is permanent, it will stain it. But now my stamp is clean. Well, that goes in the wrong side. Where's my lid? Oh. I move that over, and then I'm gonna put this one back. Let's see, this goes this way. So that's that one. And then I did that one. So I got those two. I do have some, I want to finish up these smaller ones here. So, oh, I was wondering where I was putting my finished stuff. This one here, I have no idea where it came from. It just showed up on my desk. I know, it sounds weird, but things do just show up on my desk. What if we do it this way? You don't always have to center your stamps. I know, I'm not the best stamper. I'm probably the worst. But, you know, it's all about having fun. Yeah, that's not going to work with these. Give that a good little scrub. Come in with the drying. And that's it. Stamp's clean. And I will put that back in here. See, where am I putting the ones that I've used already? Oh, there they are. So on to the next one. We have this one. What do we have that will fit? And that's what I like about the acrylic stamps. You can audition. I still haven't opened these yet. Oh my goodness. Take that sticker off. But I will keep it on there. Now when I open my stamps, now that I am out of the page protectors, I'm simply going to take that part, tuck it back in, so that when I put my stamp in, I'll put it this way. So let's see, what do we have that will fit there, or do we have something a bit larger? What's in here? Could do that one. Ooh, these are pretty. I could do the rose. Let's do the rose. But you see, with acrylic stamps, the thing that you can do with these that you cannot do with wood stamps is you can audition to see what it's going to look like. Okay, that goes down. Let's do this one in the coffee. Oh, wait a minute. I have other colors. Yes, I do have stuff more than Tim Holtz stamps. I have way too many stamps, probably. I thought I had, well, ooh, that lid came off. So, instead of trying to put it back on, see if I can just get it out. And then we'll use these two. And yes, I have ink all over me. So I'm gonna put this back over here so that I can see where I'm stamping. All right, let's start with this one. And I'm gonna try and get it just on the letters. Go down just like that. I'll put the lid on that. Now I can come in here with my green and do the leaves. I know, I'm making a mess. And then we'll do the pink for the rose. Make sure I get it all on there. Now, let's see how it turns out. Hold it there just long enough for that ink to absorb into it. And voila. The flower came out great, but I didn't get all the way over with the black ink. But that's okay. We can always try again. In fact, let's do that. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can't get a little bit closer. I'm going to pull this one over so I can actually see a bit more. Clean up my block. But pull out your stamps. Have fun with them. It doesn't matter if things worked out. I mean, you see mine aren't working out. But I'm a crafter. I'm not a stamper. See how far? I wonder. Let's try. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to come all the way here with the green. Or not with the green, but with the black. And see if this works any better. Take a piece of my baby wipe. Wipe off the leaf and stems, trying not to get that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Now, let me do the pink first, because I'll give that area down there just a chance to dry a little bit. Okay, there's pink. And then trying just to get the leaf and stem. Probably not doing too good of a job, but you know, we have fun doing. Make sure there wasn't an up or down. Down it goes. We keep our fingers crossed. Probably holding it longer than I should. But still about the same. But that's okay. Now, where's which one? Scrub. And you see how it takes the ink off? And the good thing about these is they're washable. I know I use a lot of distressed ink and stuff, and alcohol-based inks, but that's okay. You can even have one set like I do for water, and then I've got another set in here that I can use that I bought recently. Actually, I found them. I didn't actually buy them. I found them when I was cleaning up. I have bought them, but a while back. Now, figure out where. Here we go. Put this down. Back where it belongs. Let's turn it over, see if I can get it right. And then when I put it away, is simply, which side? All right, this side is the right way. And that way I can still stick it in my little magazine file, and it's not going to go anywhere. Well, that didn't come right there. Now, we have, a lot of you have, I know a lot of us have been doing master boards. So I'm going to set all of this aside for a minute because I want to show you my master board. This is going to take a while. So, you know, do it. And yes, you can stencil on light, you know, the light flowered side. My master board, the back is that, which, and this is the way the paper came. But the other side was a black with tiny dots on it, and I did not like it. I knew I would not use it. So what I did was I took a book page, glued it all down, and then went over it with tissue and water glue. So what I want to do is, I don't want to just sit here and cut all this up into tags or whatever. I want it to have a different type of purpose. So we're going to do that. But somebody asked me once, what do you mean by water glue? Now, I learned this from Amy. Amy can't talk tonight. Yes, it's nighttime here. And on Al John. And best thing, because I was spending a fortune in Mod Podge. And then sometimes Mod Podge takes forever to sit. Yes, this does take time to dry, but not as long as Mod Podge. I have a simple squirt bottle, and it's basically filled up to here with water. Now, this is the glue I get at the dollar store. Now, what I had, and I ended up with a case of it, and there's a story behind that. What I like to use is the clear glue. And I thought this is what I had ordered a case of, because I used that in, where'd it go? In my little glue thing, you know, the one with the fine tip. And it works great. But instead of the clear, they sent me a case of white. And I was not about to send it back, because I would have had to pay the postage. And I am a cheap crafter. Excuse me just a moment. I need to get out some help to get this off. There. Now, I don't discard that. So what I'm going to do is probably make a mess here right on camera. But I am filling the bottle up with the white glue. Now before I put this cap back on it, let me grab some paper towel and I want to wipe off that rim. Now I can take this, wipe that end off, and then stick it right back on there. And that will keep my glue fresh. No, now I gotta get this back on. All right, Shell, wrong cap. I know, I can hear you. Especially Sherry, I know you're sitting there laughing at me. That's okay. She can laugh. Y'all can laugh. But you can see the ratio of water to glue. And then you shake. Give it a good shake. And the reason why I put my water in first, because if you put your glue in first, it's going to take you a long time to shake to get that glue off the bottom. And there it is. Water glue. And that's what I use instead of Mod Podge. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have Mod Podge. I'm not saying anything bad about Mod Podge. I love Mod Podge. But I was just buying way too much of it. Now, this is the front. I like the front, but I want to do something here with the back. All with this. Now, because this is an uneven surface, you can put mouse pads under it, which if the area was smaller, I would do that. But I'm thinking, I do like those. I do like these. And this whole area would fit on here. And then these I can take some off and put those on there. Let's do that. So if you're going to, I mean, why take these off and do individual ones? We're going to do the whole thing all at once. Yep, you heard me. The whole thing. Cleaning's may take a little more than just a moment or two. And I think this may be a good use of that brayer. I'm just inking up, trying to ink up the whole thing. Although it doesn't. Am I the only one that when you go to ink things, it doesn't look like the ink is getting on there? So you ink and ink and ink, and then when you turn it over and press your stamp, you got a ton of ink. Okay, now I'm just holding it by the plastic sheet. I'm gonna lay that whole thing down just like that. Now I'm gonna come back here with the brayer because this is a bumpy surface. And I'm going from the middle out. It will probably give me a double stamping. Yeah, because I saw that move. Not bad. It's not as dark as I'd like, and yes, I did get some double on there. But that's okay. It gave me the impression that I wanted underneath. Now with these, I don't want all of these, but I do want some. And I think I'm going to go with a smaller block. I keep my blocks in this little container. I think it's like a 5x7 photo box. And I want these tickets. I want these to come out, because this is going to be more of like, you know, I can use those as tags or whatever, or that can be the backing of what's on front. But these, see, where am I going to? I'm gonna go right here and give it a good hard press. See, I got a good one. All right, I'm gonna set that up there because I know this video is getting long. And I know you guys are probably getting tired of me. But sometimes you just gotta stop and have fun. And most of the time I do my videos in the morning. This one is at night. I had planned on doing it this morning, but this thing didn't get dry. Okay, let's keep going. What do we got? We got a couple. We've got a long one here. Let's try this one. Is it gonna fit on? Yeah, it'll fit. Get it done up real good. And even though the printing goes that way, it doesn't matter. There, that works. So, let's see. Next, just go right on up the line. It's another ticket, I think. Yeah, and I'm stamping it upside down. Oh well. Ta-da! What else do we have? I think maybe, now I do like that. I may want to do that one again. Where is that one? Is that here? No. It's this one. Now this one is bigger than the block, so I do have to go back to the bigger block. And this was this one here. I wanted to do it again. I liked the way it looked. Inked up real good. And yes, it will fit. Give it a good press. Now, if this was not, you know, wavy and bumpy, this probably would have come out a lot better. But, and I mean, you can see how it is from the sides. I'm going to turn this just a tad. And I know somewhere I had a small one with butterflies, I thought. What did I do with my butterflies? Yes, I got a couple. These look like stamps. Or I could do these. Let's do these. Pull these back out. Get rid of that. Not get rid of it, just set it aside. Will that one fit there? Yes. Will it fit on this block? Yes. Okay, scoot that over. Ink this up. Yep, my last little space. Just down like that. Press it kind of hard because, like you said, this is cardstock and it is wavy. Did it? Good enough. So now I got to go through and clean all these and put them back. Which, it's going to be a headache. But it's got to be done because I don't like putting stamps away that I have not cleaned. They may, you know, they may be stained, but at least I know they're cleaned. Because when you've got all these little, let me see if I can put this under something under so you can see. when you've got all those coastal lines in there, if you leave ink on there, it will get in there and it will clog them. And after a while, you're not going to get a very clear impression from your stamp. And yes, you do get inky fingers, but it's nothing that soap and water or a little bit of alcohol or even hand sanitizer won't take care of. So if you've enjoyed yourself with me this evening, like I said, we did the whole back of our master board. We did a few little cards. See, there's those. And we even did a bag. So we did quite a bit tonight. So if you've enjoyed what we've been working on tonight, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time here at the Dragon's Den. Bye, guys.